I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel. I have a very eclectic taste in perfumes, but today's video is focusing in on more feminine leaning signature scents. So these might be a little bit softer, maybe more floral, delicate, and I'm so excited to share these with you. Let's get into those more feminine signature scents. This first perfume was a jaw-dropping perfume. It wowed me. As soon as I sprayed it, I was absolutely wowed, and I want to spray it right now. I'm like, just slowly roll. It completely blew me away, and I'm talking about Tilia, and this is by Marc-Antoine Barriot. So Tilia is an absolutely stunning honeyed white floral perfume, and the ironic thing for me is that I don't love that scent profile. It's not my favorite. Now, there's something so addictive about this perfume, and I think it's the linden blossom for me that really sets it apart, because there is the usual suspects. There's jasmine, there's some heliotrope. I'm like, if I look at the notes, like there's orange blossom. This is stuff I've smelled before, but the linden blossom in here just gives it this little, like, I don't want to say tang, but kind of like zesty citrus touch to it. And I think it's absolutely stunning. Not only that, but this perfume is absolute beast mode. Like, I love it. I absolutely freaking love it. I mean, I haven't worn this in a little while. Of course, I did like 6 sprays because that's a lot. That's a lot for Tilia. Tilia does have a little bit of ambro fix, which might be a molecular kind of proprietary note, but essentially it's a molecular note that does make it last a very long time. So you will not be disappointed with the performance on this one. They also have a smaller size bottle, which honestly, that could last you a very, very long time. So if you like white florals, or like myself, if it's not even your favorite scent profile, I would highly recommend checking out Tilia by Marc-Antoine Barriot. Now, this next perfume is definitely a musky floral perfume, and I've smelled and tried a lot of those, but to me, this is probably one of the absolute best, and I'm talking about Heroine, and this is from Bodacia the Victorious. Now, Heroine has such a beautiful violet leaf in here, so it's powdery, it's vanillic, it's floral. It is so well blended. There's also a citrus touch in here, but I find it to be very cozy for a floral perfume. It has this kind of, again, this kind of beautiful texture. And the violet leaf in there, it's gotta be violet, because it just provides this uplifting profile that makes it not cloying, not overly like that indolic floral. It's nothing like that. There is jasmine in here, but I really don't get like a really strong indolic jasmine. I mostly get the freshness coming from the violet. I get a lot of the kind of rounded out notes from the musk, the vanilla, the orris in here. It's so beautiful. If you like Rania J's musk perfume or musk therapy, I think you would really like this. I own both of those. I think they're stunning. They could also be in this video, but Heroine does have this additional texture or just something special about it. And I think if I would compare it to musk therapy, I would say this one's even a little bit brighter to me. And the longevity on this is really fantastic. It lasts a very long time. I'm so happy with this purchase. I don't think it's spoken about a lot, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And that was Heroine from Bodacia the Victorious. I'm not going to be very original with this next one, but there's a reason why this is making the rounds, and I'm talking about Musc K from K. Now, if you are a fan of a musk fragrance, and I'm talking about Glossier You, a very clean, elegant, sophisticated musk fragrance, and even a little bit of like a clean laundry type of scent profile, this one does it the best. It really, Musc K does it the best. And the thing that I find, for me, that I find most impressive about this perfume is that it actually lasts on my skin. It lasts on my clothing. So when I put this on, I'm getting a musk perfume that can actually perform, that I can actually wear throughout the day and I can smell and enjoy. I find a lot of times with other profiles that are similar, after sometimes half an hour, I mean, after a couple hours, they're gone. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a very simple profile. It's very clean and fresh. And I just find it so likable. I think this would make a fantastic signature scent, and that was Musc K by K. This next perfume has been a favorite in my collection for quite some time, and I'm talking about Soleil Neige, and this is by Tom Ford. Now, I know they just came out with a parfum version, and I'm very curious if it's stronger. I would probably like it, but I'm gonna work my way through this bottle first. Sorry if I'm blinding you. But Soleil Neige, the idea behind the perfume is, think about a snowy day where there's, snow on the ground, but there's sunshine coming through, and there's this just freshness and brightness. That's what I get from Soleil Neige. I get this uplifting. There's a little bit of bergamot up top. There's some freshness here. There's florals, there's vanilla, but there's still some density there because there's benzoin at the base. So you get this really enveloping, fresh, definitely, I've heard this described, which you know what? I'm not even going to hate on this. Very expensive shampoo. Okay. So you're outside, you're in the snow, and your hair smells amazing. And I can see it. I can definitely see it. I don't think it's groundbreaking. But I do think, even if I think about what I was kind of saying about Musc K is like, yes, it's been done before, but this is the best version of that kind of scent profile. Soleil Neige is another one that for me is going to be in my collection forever. I love wearing this when I want to smell incredible, fresh, clean, to work events, to the office, to a doctor's appointment, and just any time that anyone that smells me is just going to be like, she smells amazing. Like, it's inoffensive, it's beautiful. I highly recommend this. It's definitely signature scent worthy, and that was Soleil Neige by Tom Ford. So we'll stay on a little bit of the shampoo vibe. Just bear with me. The next perfume is Andromeda, and this is by Tiziana Terenzi. Now, I definitely went through a Tiziana Terenzi phase, and they have a lot of lovely perfumes, but they do have kind of that signature Tiziana Terenzi musk. This has a little bit of that. So there is a little bit of a woody musk at the base of this perfume. This is incredibly long lasting. The way I think of this perfume is, again, the most sophisticated, like it's a woman dressed from head to toe in a white suit. I mean, she is refined, sophisticated, beautiful, effortless. And this is also, like I said, very long lasting. There's some florals in here. There's also a little bit of fruitiness. We know that Tiziana Terenzi loves to add in some fruits. So you get that fruitiness. It's really, honestly, the most expensive, luxurious kind of perfume. Like if you took, remember herbal essences? Like if you took that and you just brought it up to like, Four Seasons, like 5-star level, Andromeda is the most luxurious, most expensive shampoo. I mean, this woman is so refined and sophisticated. I highly recommend checking this out. It's an incredibly long-lasting, likable perfume. It has incredible sillage. And if this sounds at all interesting to you, definitely check it out. If you can't tell, when it comes to signature scents, I personally enjoy a very clean and fresh profile. But if you like that and you still want a little bit of depth, then I would recommend Queening by Mind Games. Now, I love these bottles. I think they're so cool. The magnetic cap, they're just so pretty. But Queening is a different spin on that fresh profile. So I love the opening of this perfume. There's green apple up top, and then you come in with this vanilla and orris. There's a little bit of saffron in here too. So from a texture and density perspective, you get this brightness with a green apple, but then it kind of becomes more of a cozy, vanillic, orris, saffron combination. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like a warm blanket, but it remains fresh and clean. I know people have sort of talked about this as a laundry scent. I mean, I don't know what kind of laundry you're doing, because that would be some expensive laundry scent, but it is stunning. It's beautiful. And then there's a lot of other things going on. So you've got rum and coconut, It's the most beautiful and yet still like somehow delicious smelling vanilla that remains fresh, crisp, clean. This would make an absolute stunner signature scent, and this was Queening by Mind Games. When I think about a sandalwood signature scent, the most refined scent that comes to mind is Santal Complet, and this is by Fragrance Du Bois. Not only as a signature scent is this such a sophisticated brand, the bottles are stunning. So every single time you put it on, you are going to feel expensive. You're going to feel just incredible about yourself. But this scent profile is stunning. It combines some of my favorite notes in here. There's coconut, there's lemon, there's violet leaf. If you think about like the coconut cream as you're pouring it into a bowl, and it's just like deep and it's mixing together, it's the most thick and creamy, luxurious experience. That's what this perfume does for me. And the lemon in here just brings in a little bit of brightness and interest. I think this is absolutely stunning. I will say this is not a very strong perfume. I do find that I have to overspray this quite a bit. It will probably not last you all day, might last you about 4 hours, but I think it's worth it. I actually held out buying this for quite some time because I didn't think the performance was very good, but the scent profile and the scent itself just, I was like, I don't care. Like after a while I was like, I just have to have it because it is that special. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, check out Santal Complet. I think you'll be really happy. I had to include this next perfume in this video because I absolutely love it so much, and I'm talking about Guidance 46. Now, I would not have included the original Guidance in this video because I couldn't have worn that all the time. Now, it had black pepper. It just had a lot of sharp edges that I couldn't have reached for all the time. I still love it. Now, Guidance 46 is a more blended, sort of softer take on that. It's also a little bit juicier, so I get more of that fruitiness up top. I absolutely love pear as a note. So this has a little bit more of that juicy pear. It also has some hazelnut, kind of some nutty components in here. So it's really interesting. Definitely a dominant sandalwood scent, which kind of lends to the creaminess of the scent. But this is still a beast mode. I mean, this is the X-rate version, so this is at least, 40% oil concentration. I've worn this. We all know Guidance 46, you will get compliments if you care about that. People will notice you, but it's just so beautiful. And I just had to include it in this video because I think it's exceptional. Candidly, I resisted buying the X-rate at the beginning because I didn't think it was necessary, but it really is something that I will reach for a lot more than the original. So it would make a fantastic signature scent. I think there are so many fantastic Chanel scents that could absolutely be signature scent worthy, but I wanted to include one that was not from their higher end line, and this is Chanel No. 5 Low. Now, Chanel Low No. 5 is a kind of more modern interpretation of Chanel No. 5. So Chanel No. 5 had a little bit animalic or a little bit kind of more vintage notes that made it challenging for some people. Chanel Low is, oh my God, it is the most bright, refreshing scent. It has so many citruses. It has the Chanel aldehydes, which is kind of a soapy scent profile. So if you want to smell fresh and clean, no matter where you go, you're going to the gym, the grocery store, you're just lounging around the house, and you put this on, you will smell incredible. I mean, it just has this happiness to it too. It makes me feel uplifted and happy and awake, makes me feel alive. I think this is so good. I don't know that I need the No. 5. I don't own it. It's not a profile that I feel like I need a lot of, but this one I thought was really good and really special. I think it would make a fantastic signature scent. I think it's very likable. A lot of people will gravitate toward it and really like it. So if you like soapy, fresh citrus, I would highly recommend checking out Low by Chanel. I really wanted to include a rose perfume in this video, and I could have included Delina. Any one of the Delinas would have been fantastic. I could have included many different ones, but this one, it's new to my collection and I've really been enjoying it. And I'm talking about Damask, and this is by Ormond Jane. Now, first of all, I love Ormond Jane perfumes. I think they're beautiful. They're the type of woman I envision wearing Ormond Jane is just, they're sleek, they're sophisticated. Again, they probably wearing like monochromatic outfits. They're just, and that's how this feels. Now, the reason I am recommending Damask over some of those other rose perfumes is that this perfume has this really fun, juicy components of pear and blackcurrant. And it's not quite as heavy and powdery as like a Delina. There's some mineral notes in here too. So it has a little bit more of a fresh edge and a fresh quality. I think the vetiver also adds a little bit more freshness and interest to the scent. It's definitely sweet. So I want to highlight it's a sweet, juicy rose and it's so uplifting. I think this is such a likable scent. It's so beautiful. And I like fruity, juicy sort of scents, but they have to be balanced. And I think this is just done so well. The rose is, something that I think a 20 something could wear. And also, and at someone who's older too, I think this is very versatile. It's a beautiful rose scent. I don't hear it spoken about a lot. So again, this is one to check out if you like rose, if you like a little bit of pear or some kind of fruity mix in there, I would highly recommend Damask. I hope you enjoyed this more feminine spin on signature scents. I don't think you can go wrong with any of the scents I recommended today. They're all beautiful and interesting in their own way. And I hope to see you back in another video soon. I hope you're having a great day and we'll see you next time.